I think I was pretty lucky in some regards that I always knew what I wanted to do. I always wanted to be an HR director. So I have always made decisions or chosen courses or qualifications to do really intentionally to sort of help direct my career where I wanted it to go. It hasn't always gone to plan, and I've had to find other ways around to get where I wanted to go. But I think the key for me would be intentionally thinking forward. What do I need to do now to be able to get that next job and that next step up in the future? There've been quite a few. um, so I think the first challenge that I experienced was that I didn't like the degree that I signed up for when I left school. I didn't do very well in my A levels, which meant I couldn't do the degree that I wanted to do. So I had to go through clearing and ended up on a 4-year sandwich business degree. And I really didn't enjoy it. I wasn't learning anything because I'd done a business studies A level. And so I switched to the business and finance HND, and the intention was that after that 2-year course I would skip the year in industry and rejoin the last year of the degree course and top up my HND to a degree. But when I'd nearly finished the HND, the grant authority wrote to me and said that their rules had changed and I wasn't entitled to any further grant help. So I couldn't finish a degree. But in some regards, the HND did offer me a different way around because I specialised in uh, people studies in terms of the HND. And so that did give me some credits towards my CIPD professional qualification, which actually is the more important thing for me to have for my profession. So I would say that's the main thing that didn't quite go to plan. I think one of the biggest things is I think women need to believe in themselves more, which is really hard when often we're plagued with imposter syndrome. And I think that, you know, one of the things that I hear fairly often is that if men don't meet all of the criteria on a job description, they'll apply for the job anyway. If women, if there's even one or two things on a job description that women don't have experience of, they tend not to apply. So I think that women need to give it a go more and just apply for those jobs, even if they don't have all of the expertise that is being asked for in the job description, because maybe no one else that's applying has all of those qualities and experience either, and perhaps you will be a better fit than some of the other candidates. So I think that we really need to encourage people to apply for other roles, even if they don't quite meet all of the criteria. I also think that we need to perhaps think about talking to people proactively when we know a job might be coming up. So sometimes, I don't know, it might not be the right time, or there may be this lack of confidence, but I think a little bit of encouragement to apply for roles can often go quite a long way. And I think that perhaps my team can help if colleagues might need a little bit of coaching in terms of how to apply for an internal role, how they might approach the interview. Because particularly if you've been in a company for a long time, or you've been in the same job for a long time, having an interview, whether it's with someone you know internally or not, can be a bit daunting. So I think colleagues need to tell us what they need, and we'll find a way of giving it to them so that we can promote more women into jobs that they'd really like to be going for. We are only constrained by what we think of ourselves. So I think that, you know, women who are leaving university, starting their careers, who perhaps want to change careers, aim for the sky, aim for the stars, because, you know, you stand a much better chance of getting close to them than if you don't try at all. So I would say have the confidence just to go for your dreams and see where it takes you.